Greetings flight fans, I'm Eurogamer's Ian Higton and I'll be your pilot today as I attempt to recreate 10 famous film flights in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. Now for the first stop on our Flights of Delight, we're going to make our way to Switzerland, where I'm going to try to recreate the opening shot to GoldenEye. In the opening shot to GoldenEye, a plane flies up and over the Contra Dam. The Contra Dam is actually the Vikaza Dam, I think it's pronounced the Vikaza Dam, and that is located just to the north of Locarno Airport, just here. I'm going to need a more accurate plane. It's like a little propeller plane at the start of GoldenEye, so I'm going to go for a Cub Crafter. And then I'm going to set Locarno as my destination, which I think, my departure, which I think I've already done. Here we go. And then we're going to fly. Okay, so here we are on the ground at the Locarno Airport. The Vikaza Dam is just up to the north of me, so to the right of me, just up here. So if I take off and follow this river up and along, we'll get to the dam that's shown just here on the VFR map. Chocks away, 007. Is this going to be a GoldenEye or a Dr. No? It's going to be interesting to see how well the dam is recreated. I mean, the town below looks really nice. See a lot of cars driving around occasionally. Train tracks and roads. Such a beautiful game. This is quite a tourist destination, by the way. You can actually bungee jump off this dam yourself if you're brave enough. Okay, here's the dam. Doesn't look like the dam is particularly well recreated, and in fact, it isn't that well recreated at all by the looks of things. It's definitely not as sheer a slope as in GoldenEye, but the plane here would be like fly up and over. And if I pause the flight here, it's about here that James Bond himself bungee jumped off the top of that dam. So to continue recreating the flight, then I just need to zoom straight across and then disappear off into the distance. Now look, that was a little bit rubbish as far as I'm concerned, because the dam isn't actually there, so I figured why not go the other way and try to recreate James Bond's actual bungee jump. Oh, well, that's definitely not as graceful as Bond's dive, but there we go. That was the start of GoldenEye recreated, sort of. Whoops. I feel the need for speed as we approach our next destination, which is San Diego, or more specifically, Miramar's Marine Corps Air Station, where I'm going to attempt to buzz the Top Gun Tower. Now, unfortunately, there are no F-14A Tomcats in this game, so I'm going to have to go for the next best thing, which I guess is going to be one of these jet planes. Okay, thankfully, I won't have to fly very far to find my target, because I can see it right there at the very end of the runway, just kind of off the top right-hand tip of my tail. That is the Miramar Air Tower that Tom Cruise famously buzzed in the film Top Gun. So all I need to do is take off, turn around, fly back incredibly fast and extremely close to that tower, and I will have recreated that famous film flight. Am I going to be able to do it? Or is my ego writing checks that my body can't catch? Cash? Fuck! Well, considering we're in Miramar, maybe we can visit Los Higos as well, huh? We are approaching Miramar Airfield now. I'm kind of pointing at the runway, but the tower is to the left. I think I need to be going a bit lower. I can see the tower. Okay, okay, about this height. Oh, I'm going very fast. I've active paused it. There's the tower. There's me buzzing it. There's a lot of warnings. Shit, I think I might crash. Use Tom Cruise power. There we go. And we're back in the sky. Whew, I am dangerous. We're staying in America for this next flight of fancy. And we're going to be taking off close to Miami International, because I'm going to be recreating a flight. Now, that's not a particularly famous flight, but it's a flight from one of my favourite childhood films, Flight of the Navigator. Unfortunately, there are no spaceships to fly in this game, so instead I'm going to have to go for a craft that is kind of manoeuvrable. And also that doesn't go like massively fast. Alright, so we should be heading directly towards Hollywood South Central Beach right now. The actual house we're looking for is number 701 Hollywood Boulevard. And according to Google Maps, it looks identical to how it looked back in the days of Flight of the Navigator. So the house is located here. I'm going to fly down and then up this river here, and then I should find the house around here. Alright, what I need to do is now bank very slightly to the left and line up with that river. I'm slowing down a little bit because I'm getting buffeted around in the wind like nobody's business. Okay, so it's not this bridge, it's the bridge after. I'm only about 40 feet above the water at this point. Maybe I should come up a little bit. What I'm going to need to do is I'm going to try and slow down a bit, and I'm going to try and fly. Can I fly under the bridge? That looks incredibly solid to me. I'm chickening out. Okay, that's a drawbridge. Okay, I tried to fly under that bridge. I chickened out just at the end because that looks like it is impassable for planes. But just underneath that tree is the Flight of the Navigator house. Let's see if I can go a little bit more forward. Okay, there. That is the Flight of the Navigator house. So if I turn around, you can see that this is the drawbridge. Max's ship flies very slowly between here. It hangs in the air here. The police, the feds come from down the side of the bridge here. And that's the front door of the house there. Let's see if we can fly under the drawbridge or if it is a solid structure. It wasn't solid in the film. Yeah! Woohoo! Do a barrel roll. Yeah! Compliance indeed. No! Oh. Guten Tag, meine Freundlings. We're off to Germany next, and we're going back in time to World War II to try and recreate the famous Operation Chastise Dam Busters mission. Now, the Dam Busters film came out in about 1955, and it told the story of Wing Commander Guy Gibson's Lancaster bomber crew as they flew over the Moan Reserve and dropped a bouncing bomb on the Moan Dam, all while being shot at by multiple anti-aircraft guns. There are no Lancaster bombers in this game. The Lancaster bombers like 4-propellered beasts. There's nothing like that in this game. I think the closest we'll get is the Airbus A320. Okay, just in front of the tip of the nose of my Airbus is the Moan Reservoir, and that very top bit is where the dam is located. So that is where I need to get down to fly over to recreate this film flight. Okay, I reckon I'm just about to line up pretty nicely with where the dam is. Now, I do not know how high the Lancaster bombers were flying during the Operation Chastise Dam Busters raid. We're coming up to the dam now. I'm going to get it to about 1,500. I'm going to hold it steady. Dropping the bomb. It's bouncing. Anti-aircraft. Pew, 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 pew. I'm such a nerd. There's the dam. Okay, pause. It looks like it's recreated better than the GoldenEye dam, to be honest. But it's right bang in the centre where the bomb hit. And you had the AA guns here and here. I'm going to continue flying a little bit further forwards. Fuck, that plane's going really fast. I'm going to turn it back. And hey, there you go, you got the whole dam pretty much recreated there. Now, let's not crash an Airbus, huh? Ugh! Why is it turned like that? No! Cool. Okay, my friends, it's back to America now, and we are going to the Grand Canyon to celebrate our Independence Day. That's right, I'm going to try to recreate Will Smith's chase through the Grand Canyon as he flies a fighter plane through the Grand Canyon, pursued by an alien fighter craft. Okay, as far as I can tell, I am now directly above the Grand Canyon, and I'm going to be entering this big crack in the ground and flying south down some very twisty, turny canyons. I'm already regretting picking a jet plane. I should have picked something that was a little bit more maneuverable, like, you know, a little prop plane or something. Okay, we're in the Grand Canyon, streaming in actual satellite imagery of the Grand Canyon as I bank incredibly hard to the left, trying to avoid alien laser fire. I need to kill it. I'm not going to be able to make that turn without crashing into the wall. Look at this. There are some insane turns and twists here. That's the chase cam. Imagine the alien behind me. Oh God. Well, first person is kind of making it even scarier. I don't know where my wings are. Wait. No, I'm not trying to land. Don't stall. Take off. Go higher. Oh, we're so close to the ground right now. Oh, we're so close to the ground right now. Oh my God. Ooh, no, there's a bridge. Overspeed. Oh God, this game really tells you off. Okay. No, I don't want to land. Turn. Oh, fuck. Oh, boom. Eject. Welcome to Earth, motherfucker. Smoke a cigar. Shit. For the next stop on our airborne adventures, we are heading to Wasco, California, to recreate one of the most famous flight scenes of all time. It's the crop duster chase from North by Northwest. Now, in order to recreate a successful crop duster chase, I'm going to need a crop dusting plane. There aren't really any crop dusting planes in this game, so I'm going to go for this Savage Cub from Zlin Aviation, which basically looks kind of like the same thing. Now, if you've ever seen North by Northwest, you'll know that in that film, Cary Grant, he gets off a bus, basically in the middle of nowhere, and then gets attacked by a crop dusting plane that fires machine gun bullets and sprays him with crop dusting stuff as he's hiding in a cornfield. Now, that middle of nowhere is actually along a road called the Garces Highway, and I have got the exact location marked on Google Maps. Okay, I've just slowed the motor down a bit because we are just approaching Garces Road now. Just below me here, Cary Grant gets dropped off by the bus. The plane comes from around this area, chases him through some of the cornfields, and then backs and forwards, crashes around here. So let's try and recreate that right now. Start spraying some crop dust and then head towards Cary Grant at the bus stop. Now the plane buzzes him pretty low, so we're going to fly down and we're going to be like, take that, Mr. Hollywood. Fly up again. We missed him. Okay, he's run back across the other side of the road now. He's hiding in a cornfield. Let's spray some crop dust on him. Crop dust in your face, dickhead. We'll do one more approach, which is the approach that happens when the plane flies a little bit too low and into the gas tanker truck that Cary Grant flags down, which is about here. Oh, I nearly did a flip. Well, there we go. Cary Grant successfully escaped once again. Okay, it's time to flyland to Ireland for this next one, because we are about to skim the sea as we fly past Skellig Micheal, recreating the Millennium Falcon flying down to the planet Acto, where Rey goes to meet Luke Skywalker. Now, Skellig Micheal is around about here off the coast of Ireland, So I've set a custom departure point for the middle of the sea. Of course, the Millennium Falcon is a big heap of junk, so we're going to go for the big heap of junk that is the Boeing 747. Okay, I'm currently paused mid-air above the Irish Sea. And if I zoom in on the VFR map, we can see Great Skellig here, which is where the porgs and everything were located. In the film, the Millennium Falcon skims the sea, flies past Great Skellig, with Great Skellig on the right, and then between these islands, like so. Okay, I've got weird warning clicks going on now. I think it's probably because I'm starting to get quite close to the ocean and I'm going at an incredible rate, almost 500 knots. I'm going to need to get a lot lower if I'm going to be kicking up some sea spray like the Millennium Falcon did. I'm pretty nervous. This is a big chunky plane. There's a lot of weight to this, and keeping it steady is quite difficult. I can see the ripples on the sea now. We're like 200, so close to the sea now. We are definitely kicking up some sea spray as we go past Great Skellig, and I'm going to active pause. That is Great Skellig. That is where the porgs live. I guess that's where Luke Skywalker drank some green tit milk, and that's where the X-ray was. I don't know, but that is Skellig Micheal. And if I want to continue the flight successfully, I am going to want to continue through here and then fly off that way. But the plane is banking dangerously to the right now, and I'm about 200 feet above sea level, so fuck knows what's going to happen when I unpause it. But I'm going to hard left and hopefully survive. Hard right. Okay, that's good. Yes. Okay, we did it. That was basically recreated the Millennium Falcon's flight past the Skellig Islands. I hope you're feeling lucky, friends, because we're off to Las Vegas for this next famous flight recreation as I try my hand at undertaking the Las Vegas strip landing from Con Air. Now, there are no prison planes in this game. I think the closest there is to a prison plane in this game is the Airbus A320neo. So I'm going to select that, and I'm going to take off from Caron International Airport so we can fly over Las Vegas, do a little turn, and then fly back the route that Nicolas Cage and the fellow criminals did. I went to Las Vegas once. I can't remember the name of any casinos anymore, but there's the Pyramid one. That's the one with the fountains on. Yeah, just by the left wing there. That's where we stayed. That one with the looks like 3 bits. Went to see Beatles Love there. In the film, the criminals, Nicolas Cage and all, come down this way towards McCarran International. They fly on this side of the Strat Hotel. They go past Circus, and that means they land around here on the strip. They actually take out a fictional Hard Rock cafe that doesn't exist, I seem to remember. So if I'm going to do a successful landing, I'm going to want to bring out my landing gear. Okay, I'm slowing down again, and I'm going to press, I think, F8. Yeah, okay, that's my flaps done. This is good. Smooth approach. Just like in the film, we're going to be on the right-hand side of the Stratosphere Hotel. There it is. Also, rappelled down that in that... Oh, God! Rainbow Six Vegas. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole wide world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. That was basically it, right? I did a landing on the Las Vegas Strip. It just wasn't a very neat one. Well, after the spicy heat of that Las Vegas failure, it's time to chill out a little bit and have a nice, relaxing flight across Mount Everest. Now, this next flight comes from a film you may not have heard of. It's a very famous documentary nonetheless. It was made in 1934, and it's about the 1933, the very first flight over Mount Everest. They also fly in a very, very crappy, like, propeller biplane. I think the closest we're going to get is the Aviat Pit Special. Well, this looks like a spectacularly recreated airport. This is Lukla Airport. This is the Everest Base Camp Airport. It looks stunning, this location. Hopefully finding Mount Everest won't be too hard. I mean, whoa! Oh my God, what a nerve-wracking airport. Jesus. Wow, they've really done a good job of recreating this airport, though. Look at that. Like, I don't know really what Mount Everest looks like. It's going to be a tall mountain, and there's a shitload of tall mountains around here. How high is Mount Everest? Hopefully it's not too high for this plane to reach. I feel like maybe I should have picked a more powerful plane now, but if I'm going to recreate the flight over Everest as best as possible, I'm going to need as shit a plane as possible. I'm also probably going to need to know where Mount Everest is, and I'm still a little bit unsure. Oh fuck! Oh fuck, my plane! I flew too high! The plane can't handle the bloody altitude! Oh shit! Oh, how am I going to find Mount Everest if my plane won't fly that high? Turns out Mount Everest is 29,000 feet, and the max altitude of that is 15,000 feet. So I'm going to have to go for some... I don't know how those 1930s dudes did it, but I'm going to have to go for a different propeller plane. Okay, here I am, mid-air, somewhere above Nepal, and that distant mountain looks to me like the tallest place... Wait, or is it that one? There's two tall mountains. If it's 29,000 feet, then I know it's Everest, but that... I think that's got to be Everest. We must be heading towards it. Look at me flying towards Everest while I'm Googling pictures of Everest to see if that's what it looks like. Oh, fuck, please don't crash. So that is the peak of what I presume is Everest. I need to go a little bit higher. I wonder if there'll be anything up there that I can see that will tell me I am in the correct place. I think I've flown over Mount Everest. I think that's Mount Everest. I don't know for sure. I can't see any tourists up there taking photos. So hello, Mount Everest. I guess. Maybe it was you. Which one of yous is Mount Everest? Disgusting! Alright, it has been a very long day, and I have travelled to all corners of the globe, but finally I'm going back to America once again to recreate the bombing run scene from another Nicolas Cage movie, The Rock. In The Rock, some fighter planes, I don't know, maybe it's F-14 Tomcats again, who knows, whatever they are, they fly underneath the Golden Gate Bridge, they approach Alcatraz, one of them drops a bomb when he shouldn't do, and then he pulls up, flies straight up, an explosion blows Nicolas Cage into the water. Just ahead of me, a little bit too far ahead of me because it's not really rendering right now, but just ahead of me is the Golden Gate Bridge, and then beyond that is Nicolas Cage waiting with green flares held aloft for the bombing run on Alcatraz to commence. I think it's the first boat I've seen in Flight Sim. Hello, boat. Here's the Golden Gate Bridge, though. Okay, we've flown under Golden Gate Bridge. Oh! I've active paused it. I don't want to... No, don't stall. Don't tell me off. There's Golden Gate Bridge. There's a reflection of Golden Gate Bridge. There's more boats. There's alcohol. Fuck, I'm going to need some after this. Don't sink. Why are these people talking to me? Shut up.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
I'm not going to sink. I'm going to drop a bomb on Alcatraz. Okay, there's Nicolas Cage. He's waving his green flares. What's that radio tower? Don't drop the bombs. Too late. I dropped a bloody bomb. Oh, I'm not flying. I'm not going up steep enough. I'm not a fighter plane. Fuck's sake. Oh, look at that. Lovely Alcatraz there. I don't know whereabouts Nicolas Cage was stood. Right, fuck.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
I'm not going to do what you're telling me. I'm sinking the plane. So I'm not going to sink the plane. I'm going to sit the plane nicely on the water. But there we go. That was your fault, voice in my head. You started it. And there we go. That is it. Those were 10 famous film flights recreated in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. Yes, I recreated them pretty scruffily, and yes, my PC's not very good, so there was a lot of stuttering, and yes, I fly like a shit bastard, and anybody who loves flight sims will probably have been face palming all the way through that. But I did it! It's possible! You can visit all these real world locations that have been used in awesome films, and you can try to recreate these famous film flights yourselves, and you will probably do it much better than me. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video of me messing around with Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. If you did enjoy it, do give it a like, do subscribe, and come back to Eurogamer daily, because we do videos every single one of those days, all the way through 365 days of the year. Have a great day and have a safe flight up there in the sky. I'm about to go and I don't know what I'm going to try and land my plane on Eurogamer Towers. Now I think just got to search for Brighton while I'm searching for Brighton. Go and check out some of the other videos that are on screen now. That's not Brighton. What the hell is that? Brighton, America. There's a Brighton in America. Who knew? No, we want the Brighton in the UK. Here we go. It's down here. It's by the seaside. It's this one. Brighton Palace Pier. That's where we want to go. That's near it.